Hello, and welcome to the English with Colin Podcast, a podcast for English language learners. My name's Colin, I'm an English teacher in Tokyo, and if you're looking to improve your English skills and gain more confidence in your ability to communicate in English, you've come to the right place. In these episodes, I'll provide you with short conversations in English that cover a range of topics, from everyday situations to more specialised subjects. These conversations are designed to help you practice your listening skills and pick up new vocabulary and grammar along the way. Regular listening practice is key to improving your English, and I hope this podcast will become a valuable resource for you on your language learning journey. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the conversation. And remember, the more you listen, the more you'll learn. This is episode 6, and in this conversation, we're talking about the Shinjuku area of Tokyo. Hi, Sue.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
So today I want to talk a little bit about Shinjuku. Tokyo's a huge city, and in a way it's a city of cities. And one of the most famous of those is Shinjuku. And that's a city that we know quite well.
It is a city that we explored a lot because we used to live in Shinjuku, but perhaps not the Shinjuku that it comes to mind with all the lights and shops. We used to live north of Shinjuku, almost the next city. I mean, crossing the street might have been the next city.
Yeah, we were right on the very edge of Shinjuku.
But we were still Shinjuku, so our station would go directly into Shinjuku, which is not strange because Shinjuku is a big station.
Basically all train lines generally run to Shinjuku.
In fact, there's two stations. You have Shinjuku, which is huge, and then you have Shinjuku Sanchome, which has other lines as well.
That's more metro. But yeah, many
ways to get into Shinjuku.
Right. So you got Shinjuku Station, which is overground trains, and some metro. But then you've got Sanchome, which I think is largely metro. So yeah, two very, very big stations very close to each other. We lived there for about 7 years. 7 years. And as you said, there are many different sides to it.
There is. I think we were able to live in a quieter area, but still very close to Shinjuku. So it was very enjoyable. We had a beautiful view of everything. Shinjuku, all the skyscrapers and the lights at night were beautiful.
Yeah, we were far enough away to enjoy the view without having to deal with all the noise.
Exactly.
Of all the hustle and bustle.
But we were able to go there quite often. And yes, Shinjuku is full of life. It has, the center of Shinjuku around the station. There's all the shops you would want and the ones that you never thought of.
Yeah.
Restaurants, fast food. What Shinjuku has is a variety that I think perhaps other areas don't have as much. Shinjuku can be cheap and very affordable. It can be very local, but it also can be very international. It can be expensive. So there's things for everyone, really.
There's also the business side of it. Like you've got a very east and west, sort of two different sides of Shinjuku. So in the west side of the station, you start to get into many of the skyscrapers, 50-floor high skyscrapers. Some big hotels are out there as well. And then on the east side, you've got smaller shops, restaurants. And then north of the station, you have more of a nightlife district. And then when you start to go south, you start to head towards Yoyogi Park. And yeah, so it's kind of interesting location.
It is. It's yeah, you can find everything there. It's quite interesting. I think my first kind of understanding that I was in Tokyo, not living here, just visiting, was looking at Shinjuku at night and all the lights. And I didn't understand it, but I knew it was impressive.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people, when they have an image of Shinjuku, when they have an image of Tokyo in their mind, what they think of is maybe the Shinjuku, the neon side of things.
The neon side of things of Shinjuku. But Shinjuku also has other beautiful areas. It has the park, which is fantastic, and I would love to go and have picnics there. Lots of tourists go there. It's a beautiful place, and it's big. So you can really escape the neon and just go to the park. You can be in the neon. Many new things happen in Shinjuku as well, so you will find the latest trends in Shinjuku. Maybe not as much as in other areas, but there still is a lot happening in Shinjuku. And it's being renewed over the years.
There's been a lot of work. When we first came to Japan, to Shinjuku, there was just constant work being done next to the station. And yeah, in the few years that we've been here, there's many big skyscrapers built very close to the main station. So yeah, the place is constantly evolving. It
is, and it's we don't go as often as we used to, but it's when we have been there, it's exploring it again and finding new things, and because it's always evolving, you can always find new things. But as I said, at the same time, you can always find the locals, these very old little places that just have been there forever. Yeah,
the little sort of mom and pop restaurants or shops, those kind of things, yeah. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the English with Colin podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to the conversation and found it helpful in your language learning journey. Remember, the key to mastering a language is regular practice. So make sure you listen to our podcast regularly and keep honing your listening skills. We appreciate your support and feedback. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for future topics, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. You can find our contact information in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to joining you again next time for another conversation in English. Until then, keep practicing and take care.